Hey YouTube, it's Lisa, and I'm back, and my cats are fighting underneath me. And oh my goodness, just so much to share, so much to say, so much to tell you, and I'm gonna try really hard to stay on track. So, first of all, I apologize that my videos are always so close. It's kind of funny. I found this new spot to make videos, and I'm very comfortable, and it's much easier to make videos. But my arms are so short, because I'm a short person, that I can't get it quite as far as I'd like it to be. I'd like it to be kind of out here. So that's why you always get the big close-up of my face. Yay. So, okay, so first things first, I'm not pregnant. I was not, the last video I made, I was worried that I might have cut it too close, and I was trying to not get pregnant, which sounds crazy for a TTC channel. But I was having all the dental work done, and I wanted to be sure that I was not pregnant because I had tons of x-rays to get my implant. And so, yeah, so I'm not pregnant, so I was really relieved. And I had a bit of a meltdown because I just had a birthday. So in November, I started to freak out, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to be a year older, and I'm not pregnant, and I was, like, having a little bit of a meltdown. And I was thinking, like, if we don't get pregnant this month, which was in November, then, like, it's probably over for me, and it's horrible. And I was really depressed and sad, and I was trying to not be depressed and sad, but kind of in the back of my mind, I was having this, like, little meltdown. So first of all, let me tell you that I was like, I am not pregnant from November, because Thanksgiving, over the Thanksgiving holiday, my kids got sick, and then my husband got sick, and then I got sick, and then the last kid that I hadn't gotten sick got sick. And actually on my 2 most fertile days, I was puking. I was so sick that it wasn't even, like, realistic for me to think that we could just make it through if my husband did all the work. It was, like, not even doable. So November was a no-go. So I just ended my period now, so I am just a couple days away from ovulating, and I am going to be taking ovulation predictors, and it's going to be fantastic, and I'm totally going to get pregnant. And but that's wishful thinking, hopeful. But I have made a ton of changes in both my family's lifestyle and my lifestyle, and I had a meltdown with my husband, and he told me, he said, okay, I totally think you're going to get pregnant, and I totally don't think we need to be, melting down just yet. And he's like, and then we will explore other options if it's not going to happen. But then he actually sat down and figured out the calendar to how many times things have not worked out due to travel and being sick. And I think there was another time that we were sick, and he sat down and figured it out. And we have actually been able to try actively less than 50% of the time. And so that was really encouraging for me. It was so encouraging, because when I started thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, so, because I'm in my head, I was like, I've been trying to get pregnant. I've been faithfully trying to get pregnant. I had my last miscarriage over a year ago, and I'm still not pregnant. And when I say I had my last miscarriage, I am not including a chemical pregnancy, because I don't include those only because if it wasn't for advanced pregnancy tests, people wouldn't even know. Like, if you get a positive pregnancy test and you start your period the very next day, you wouldn't even know. You would think your period was a day late, like, if it wasn't for all the advances that they've had, like, with pregnancy tests and stuff. So I don't really count those. And but my last actual miscarriage was a little over a year ago, and I think I'm terrible with dates, and I don't think I don't have a soul. It's just that I'm really terrible with dates, period. So anyway, so my husband he figured this out, and we realized that we'd been sick, we'd been traveling, we were this, so it was less than 50% of the time, and that was so encouraging for me, because then I said, okay, we need to make this 100% commitment, and then if we are committed to it for 6 months or 3 months or whatever we decide, then we know, like, that we need to either go to a fertility specialist, or we need to really look at adoption, relook at foster care, or whatever, which I'm really hoping we can do it the old-fashioned way, because I don't think people just give babies to people who live in an RV, and, we're headed that direction. So I will do another video on kind of my thoughts these days on fertility and adoption and foster care, but adoption and foster care have nothing to do with technically with my fertility. I don't necessarily know. I mean, I think we might be considering adopting anyway. So I will do another video on that. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update on where we are, and I'm going to try to keep this short. So I'm going to do my next video on the thing that has on the changes that I've made that I think are going to be so incredibly positive. So it's great to be back, and I'm actually going to try to make another video because I have no kids home today. My car is in the shop. My mom has my kids, and so I'm kind of home alone. So I'm gonna hopefully do a video marathon. Anyway, that's where I've been and feeling super encouraged right now. And I really hope a ton of you have gotten pregnant in the meantime. And I plan on being there right with you super soon. So I'm gonna cut it off for now, and I will talk to you soon. Love you, YouTube. Bye-bye.